much confusion. You know, I've got a tech priest, which I was having a lot of fun with, and you see it says Prophecy Gathering Storm. That's actually like chapter 5. And then this guy was on chapter 4 of the main campaign. So I need to finish the main campaign, and then I'm gonna go back to the tech priest. You were rocking Warhammer this morning? I was kicking booty. I'm very much enjoying this game. It's very refreshing. So we are gonna pick up where we left off. I logged in earlier and unloaded my bags and all that stuff, so we're gonna continue the main story and see what happens next. The depths below. Inquisitor Helena Goslar wants me to investigate a series of strange disappearances in the Aethon system. It's a strange sensation. Technically, she can't give me orders. I'm an independent agent of the Imperium who answers to no one. Practically, though, refusing such a demand from a high-ranking senior Inquisitor may be unwise, especially if this Inquisitor is a well-known devout Puritan. They look saying as I wish I had a Warhammer 40k MMORPG. I didn't know that StarCraft was basically just a copycat of this entire franchise until recently. What is it? The Tyranids, they copied and made the Zerg. The Eldar, they copied and made the Protoss. And the Space Marines, they copied and made the Terrans.
Tech Priest, I'm in the Underhive to investigate the case of mass disappearances.
Let me show you guys something I discovered recently. Okay, hold on a sec. Warhammer Chimera. Okay, here we go. Perfect. All right, let me... How do you spell it? Okay, perfect. I think I found it here. Okay, and then Warcraft Fell Hunter. Let me get these two pictures up side by side. Okay, here we go. All right, this is a Chimera from Warhammer. Okay, see that? Red skeletal boy demon thing, two tentacles on his back. This is a Fell Hunter from Warcraft. This is after they already copied the Terrans, the Protoss, and the Zerg. They did this. Like, are you surprised? No, I'm not. Like, I knew that, Blizzard copied, for example, Onyxia was a copy of Lord Nagafen from EverQuest. The mail system they copied from EverQuest too. Like, they have a history of this. I didn't know, though, that the entire StarCraft franchise was just a freaking parody of Warhammer. I didn't know that.
Information schematics received from Adeptus Arbites operatives have been analyzed. The abduction cases indicate cult activity. Data coverage is insufficient, but this is the location where most abductees disappeared.
Can you scan the area? Until now, only the Underhives have been affected, but the abduction...
The Pillars of Fire is made. I fight by calling down the wrath of God.
We have no time to lose.
Agreed. Current procedure is inefficient.
It honestly feels like I'm cheating.
Immediately. Initiating data diagnostic litanies.
I will follow the trails into the Underhive. Contact me when you have some.
Easy. Yeah, I feel like this character, I feel like I'm going to be able to finish the main campaign pretty quickly with this fighting style I made.
Reconnaissance ritual completed. 3 locations identified with the highest likelihood of yielding further intelligence. Praise the Omnisire.
Praise the Omnisire. Oh god! Yeah, for anyone tuning into this game for the first time, one of the weird crazy things about it is my guy is accessing this, like, I don't know, almost forbidden magic or something called the Warp to call down all this fire. And as I use it, I overheat. And then weird, uncontrollable stuff starts to happen, including negative spells like landing on me. And I have to be careful to not die to... It's, you know the meme that's like, well, if it isn't the consequences of my own actions? That's basically this entire playstyle. Oh no, oh no, oh no, ow, 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 ow. Okay, that's got scary. Like, since I take damage from my own attacks when I overheat, plus other things hitting me, there are sometimes moments where it can get pretty bursty.
Data agnostics are becoming extremely difficult due to interference, but there is a high probability of harmful devices in your vicinity.
Your calculations are correct, but late. Again.
Activating penitent circuits on the data serfs for their sluggish processing.
Activating penitent
Teleport
circuits?
beacon in range.
Hold F to interact, okay. Originality in games requires lots of time, the willingness to spend money in hiring talented programmer graphics designers. Yeah. I mean, Blizzard does some stuff very well. Like, yeah, they take something that not many people can access, like Lord Nagafin and EverQuest, and then they polish it until it's a Nixia, and then tons and tons and tons and tons of people see it, you know? Like, they do often make it arguably better or more approachable for the common player, but it's still, like, when you look at it as a whole, it's like, it's kind of scummy, you know? Ah, the purple floating spiky things.
Teleport beacon in range.
Yeah, these are probably my least favorite. The purple spiky chain things like slow you down and start hampering you greatly. My 17 raid. We bring dozens to the furnace, but this cattle is weak. They don't give strength to the flame. The furnace is always hungry. Need more blood, more souls, and screams. The second son told us this. He knows, yes, he knows the truth. He touched by it, I saw. This guy is crazy. The Upworlders say we are nothing, but we know better. We are the Forsaken Sons, and we are strong. He told us we can become sons and brothers and get the spark of the truth. We will burn down the teachings of the false emperor. I want to receive the truth. I need bring more to the furnace. I will become next son. Glory to the Forsaken Sons.
There is nothing else to learn here. The corruption seems to seep into the depths of the Underhive. I must press on.
Okay. There's another teleport here. Can I copy your homework? Sure, just change a few things. It's not noticeable, right? Okay. Alright, so that mission's done. There were two classes in the Warhammer Fantasy MMO that had a similar mechanic to the Psyker and Inquisitor Martyr. They cast spells, they build up meter, buffs their damage, a crit chance their spells, as well as a higher chance their spells to hit them as well. Maybe it's the gaming industry telling us to get easy guide or count these bosses. Oh my goodness. Okay. So is there anyone in town I need to talk to, or do I just go to the next location? I think I just go to the next location. My bags are not full enough, so I think I can hold off on dealing with that. So let's just keep going. Let's tab out for a second. You're going to see it close and come back. And someone redeemed our great wizard Dennis. My investigation has led me to the uncharted catacombs below the Hive. I have discovered that a ragtag tribe of mutants are responsible for the disappearances, but the real masters are a cult called the Forsaken Sons. The Forsaken Sons are using these mutants like pawns. It is time to visit their hideout and make them confess. Also, who is that? Sherlock514 continuing their sub to Gamato RN. Thank you, buddy. Mukluk Douglas Bartholomew Reginald Esquire the Fourth, Jotzi Vestiples the Third. Welcomes you, Gamato, Sherlock514, back to the lab. Hope you enjoy your stay. Entertainment is on the way. Crank up this Baker's Don't Touch a Baker's giveaways everywhere. Please take a seat, but you'll only need the edge.
I have arrived at the location. This must be
Welcome.
the lair of the cult.
Foul, lying heretics. Their blight must be undone. Purge them all.
We're lock and load, baby. Let's go.
Y'all can't see me dancing because of the filter, so just trust that I am. You're dead. Didn't expect not to go back out the pet class. Well, I found out, Loondry, that to get the... Hold on a sec. Alright. Alright, I made a picture. I had to Google so much to figure this out. Oh my god, what is the game doing back there? Hold on a sec. There, okay, I stopped the seizure. Alright, so every other class other than Tech Priest starts here. And I was at this point in the game. The Tech Priest starts here, and then they both meet up here. It's really weird. I don't know why they did it this way, and it's not clear at the screen, but if I want the whole story, I need to finish Flame Guy, and then I can go back to the Tech Priest I wanted to play after. That's it. That's the thing. Alright, redo my buffs. You're all gonna die.
Nerve gas. I hope the filtering bionics won't fail. Unleash them.
Oh my gosh, praise the sun! Easy.
Dozens must have been sacrificed in this slaughter.
There's a lot of blood in here.
Life in the Underhive can get worse, it seems.
Update on Construct Alpha.
Likely, a few hundred deaths have no impact on the functionality of a hive.
Very reassuring. Anything else to report?
Definitely. Augury units sense peculiar energy traces from a cortex circuit. Inquisitor, there is a dysfunctional initiate of the Adeptus Mechanicus among the bodies.
First the servo skulls, now this. Tech Priest, I want a full analysis and report once I'm back on the ship.
Further examination of the edifice brought none of the expected results. We can determine by the electromagnetic and radiometric chance that Construct Alpha 14554, or the Monolith as the uninitiated call it, is millions of standard years old, but we have been unable to extract any samples from it. The liturgical procedures of molecular probing bear no results. The Requisitional Expedition Sigma 11 unit shares the strong belief that there is a machine spirit in Subject Alpha, or at least a spark of the motive force. We tried several Inducto Psalms, but if a machine spirit resides in the edifice, it remains dormant or is reluctant to heed our call.
Strange. This data slate entry is decades old, and the monolith was inactive back then. I'm sure the Tech Priest would be thrilled to see that it has become quite active since then.
That was a quick mission. Or we just murdered very, very fast. Treasure! Okay. Are you not just opening up portals of hellfire? Warp fire. Very different stuff. Level 39. Remove all debuffs effects on use. Fastest skill point. Okay. This guy has words for us.
Priest. I couldn't help but notice that the Tech Priest I found at the Monolith was a member of a requisitional expedition, just like you. They conducted research here, and now the Monolith is stirring. Makes me wonder why these expeditions are always connected to heretical activities. Care to explain?
As you request. Full disclosure is the most logical solution at this point. Everything else hinders
Logical.
efficiency. The Adeptus Mechanicus, much like the Inquisition, includes many factions. The requisitional expeditions served as a cover for the secret operations of our factions.
Elaborate, Tech Priest.
We are the Xenorite, specializing in research into archaeotech and Xenos relics in the Caligari sector.
Are you confessing to tech heresy?
Negative, Inquisitor. Several Forge worlds provide discreet support to us. 67.8% of the local Xenorites serve Inquisitors, mostly the ones you call radicals.
Should I find this reassuring? It doesn't mean it's not heresy, only that it could be widespread heresy.
Logical conclusion. Communion with the Cortex records reveal the hexagonal code of the coordinates of the Xenorite.
Oh, it's logical that you think we're serving the enemy.
Investigating the location could provide useful data.
Or a meeting with some more wretched cultists.
New clue. Okay, so let's sort out the bag. Alright, let's do salvageable blues. And let's see, what do we got? Green, is any of this an upgrade? Or persist, hit points. 16% more XP gain, but way less quality. Probably not. A chance bonus to quality. Alright, yeah, don't think so. Alright, scrap the purples. And what is this? Oh, I think that was my old staff. 11% damage bonus for dot skills, more vulnerability, more damage dealt. That's pretty good. Let's try that out. Okay. Ready to go. My guildies are calling me crazy for wanting to kill Zaitan with all professions. I only have 2 more to go. Hey, you know what? I'll call you crazy too. My inquiry is leading me into very dark places, both figuratively and literally. The unfortunate citizens of the Hive were dragged to an ancient monolith of Xenos origin and sacrificed before it. However, what I find even more baffling is traces that I discovered of an ancient Adeptus Mechanicus expedition hunting for the very same Xenos relics. With the help of my tech priest, I've located their ruined base in the Underhive. Hopefully, I will find answers there. He says, doing the level 80 story steps before Zaitan gave you a lot of mats. Trying to get at least that far on all max level alts. Oh my goodness.
Data search detects 3
Buffing up.
locations with faint traces of machine spirit activity. Closer inspection recommended. Marauders defiling the sanctuaries of the Omnissiah need to be eliminated.
Oh! You know, it's probably possible that I could just, like, zip through these levels with this spell, and although, if I didn't slow down, because there's a short cooldown on the ability, if I didn't slow down to kill every pack, I'd get less XP. But this honestly feels like a speedrunning tactic. Just go straight toward the objectives with this thing on. As long as you could control your health so you didn't kill yourself with overheat.
Warning. Next security door is locked with a code anathema. A primitive but efficient method to bar the mechanics.
Hey, buddy.
You should be able to override it.
What's up? Is it your bedtime?
Yeah.
Hang on a sec. Hey, don't touch the mouse. Alright, give us just a minute, chat. Okay. Boy's going to bed. Whoa! My warp just summoned a demon.
The glory of the Emperor.
Okay, we just cleared the whole room. What's this? Corpse!
What have you learned, Inquisitor?
A wise man learns from the deaths of others. Let's see what this lecture is.
Last words. To anyone who might find... Yo, this guy wrote an entire page essay. To anyone who might find this, may the God Emperor have mercy on me. They found me at the furnace and made me attend to the cogitators, which is the only reliable way of communication in the Underhive. May the Omnissiah forgive me, but I had to do it, even if I am just a lowly Manile and I don't even know the proper canticles. I made my escape as soon as I could, but they found me. Now I am trapped here. I would rather starve here than suffer the fate of the prisoners. Even in death, I will serve the Emperor with what little I know. Only the leader of the heretics, Kusora the First Son, one knows what they are up to, but there are traitor Astartes involved. I saw them. I saw Terror Incarnate. The main cogitator of the research base is still intact. Use my access litanies. Praise the God Emperor. He didn't even comment on it? Oh, I guess there's 3 things to find here. Okay.
Cleanse me of my sins.
Looks like one of the things I need to reach is over this way.
A gas trap. Not a boring day at all. For the Emperor.
Boy of the rotting Emperor.
Traitor of mankind, with I the world. Apparently,
Oh.
these are the masters of the covenant. We had a cogitator, which might be linked to the network of the Forsaken Sun.
And I don't know what that guy actually said, but he's already dead, so it wasn't too important. That's how it works. If you don't live long enough to say your whole entry speech, you're not like a main character. We have disposed of the corpses of the tech priests from the base. There were almost no survivors left after your magnificent arrival. Only a few servitors remained. My disciples captured an unbeliever at the furnace, who was able to establish a proper communication network and erase any records of the monoliths. He will begin his task immediately. My initiates have started to gather offerings to the dark gods. The hive dwellers have proven to be useful to our cause. It is just as you said, Master. The light of the monoliths is weak now, but it is like a gathering whirlwind growing with every soul sent to the warp. In time, it will become a mighty tempest. It is a gift from the gods that the proper constellations for the great offering will only congregate in 3 decades. I will lead many to the truth, and we will have time to give thousands to the gods. I will report any further progress, praise the truth, and death to the false emperor. Okay. Now, I know when he says death to the false emperor, he is not talking about my emperor. Because, you know, he's the real deal and all that.
So be it then.
No way he's talking about my boy. Oh shoot, the beams wore off, come on. Okay, there we go. Alright, that got scary for a second. Amazing, if you look at the bottom of the screen, I'm just like juggling a bunch of these buffs, but if they fall off, it gets really scary for a minute. Even in Warhammer, he figures out level. Wait, what's going on?
Welcome, fellow seeker of the truth. I'm afraid that you can't receive the teachings in your current state. Let Ulbrax, the Forsaken, free you from the bonds of your existence.
You're looking mighty flammable, my guy.
No, Master. I was faithful.
Looks like your friend freed you from the burden of your limbs. Emperor, be my shield.
The burden of your limbs.
Inquisitor, the leader of the cult might still be alive, but he has only a few minutes left. Send him up to the ship, and I will stabilize him for interrogation.
Oh, snap. She saved him.
My task is done here. I have brought the Emperor's justice to the faithless and avenged countless.
That was challenging. Since coming up with this build, I've not found anything challenging. Actually, I did die to an explosive barrel. The red ring around me actually does damage, and look, you see when I walk near like walls and stuff, you see damage numbers? So I walked too close to an exploding barrel, and my mere presence made it blow up and it killed me. That happened once. No one kills Muck except Muck. Ether Blade. I think I'm just not even going to look at the blues. You know, actually, wait, hold on. What is that? Oh, it's a stun grenade. Yeah, I don't want that. I have not actually crafted anything yet. Level 39 Signum. Let's try it. Artificer Signum. What did I get? Damage bonus for dots. Probably not. Okay. Do I need to talk to anybody here? Yes, the doctor.
How did the interrogation go?
The subject had severe objections to the procedure, but once I rearranged certain neural pathways, removed a few non-vital appendages,
Oh my god.
very compliant.
Oh my
I have a
god.
full report if you're interested in the details.
A summary will suffice.
The word bearers wanted to take out this fool.
She rewired his brain and cut off on non-essential organs.
They are hiding in the depths of the Underhive by the largest monolith. They will soon perform a grand ritual and sacrifice the remaining prisoners.
These foul traitors and their craving for rituals. Anything else?
The Xenox devices are somehow connected to these dark practices, but the heretic had no additional information, apart from the usual ramblings. How should we proceed, Inquisitor?
We need to act immediately. We need a precise, surgical cut to sever the head.
Precise, surgical, and cuts. Excellent premises. We will start preparations at once.
She's like, oh, I like all those words. Alright, travel to the next location. Let's do it. My investigation is finally shedding light on unpleasant truths. Behind the Forsaken Sons lurks an ancient but deadly foe, the heretic Astartes of the Wordbearers. Now, my understanding is the Astartes are like those space marine looking guys. Their bloody sacrifices are empowering the Xenos monoliths and stirring up warp surges throughout the sector. I must stop the final ritual before they inflict a fatal wound on the veil between the immaterium and the real space. Okay. See how that goes.
These traitors live in defiance of our divine majesty. They corrupt the souls of innocents and commit heinous acts. Show them the wrath of the Emperor, Inquisitor.
Rest assured.
Oh, trust me, I am calling it down.
Heretic Astartes, leave this.
Everyone is getting some Wrath of the Emperor. You get a Wrath of the Emperor. You get Wrath of the Emperor. If you look under your chair, you'll find a Wrath of the Emperor. Level up. Oh, use health potion, use health potion. There is a big robot back there. This might take 2 fires to handle, chap. Whoa! 3 fires? My god. I could auto attack, but I'm actually just gonna run around.
Remarkable. A soul-bound warp protects the chest. Most remarkable.
Ow. Ah!
Inquisitor, my navigator has reported a small-scale warp surge manifesting in this segment. We can't stay here for long, or the ship will be ripped apart.
Acknowledged. I wonder if this has something to do with those traitors down here. A gas trap. Not a boring day at all.
Not a boring day at all.
Sacrifice.
Oh wow, that was a loot explosion.